9:20 this morning, emergency dispatch received a call of a train versus truck accident on the train crossing down on the street here. Chief Simons and his crew was dispatched immediately, as well as police and ambulance. Right now, we've determined that there was truck was on the tracks when the train came through. The train is a passenger train, travels at a high rate of speed in this area because it's very rural. Hit the truck. One person on the truck was injured. The others had already fled from the truck. We treated the injured at the scene. Jim Simons' crews were arriving at the scene simultaneously. And right now we're investigating why that train was on the tracks. Why the truck was on the tracks, how fast the train may have been going, and trying to determine the causative factors. But that's all I have as far as the investigation goes right now.
Chief, can you tell us with regard to the truck, was it a tree trimming truck?
Yes, it was a tree trimming truck, and I understand they was a contractor doing work for Northeast Utilities.
Okay. Do you have the name of the contractor?
Trees Incorporated.
And where are they based? Are they based in Houston?
I don't know that.
Okay.
What does the truck look like right now?
How serious?
I have not seen it.
Were the injuries?
I'll let Chief Simons address what the fire department and the ambulance crews did upon arriving at the scene.
Chief, just step over to the mics, please. Thank you.
There was a total of 46 people on the train. 5 were transported. 41 went to a reunification point, which was the Hawthorne restaurant. We'd like to thank the Hawthorne restaurant, where their families and Amtrak is now meeting with them. Those are the buses you've probably seen leaving here. The question is what's the truck look like? It got hit by a train going 70 miles an hour. And part of the truck or the trailer is embedded in the front of the train. The train is derailed. The unit or the piece of equipment that was in front of the train was on fire when we got here. Fire crews took care of that. And we transported people out. Knowing the size of the incident, we immediately called for mutual aid from all of our surrounding companies. We had our 4 companies fully deployed in Berlin. We had 2 engine companies and a rescue company deployed from the city of Meriden. We had Task Force 51, which is Cromwell, Newington, Rocky Hill, and Weathersfield. We had Westfield with an engine, New Britain Fire Department with an engine. Hunter's Ambulance did all of our medical transport. They had 8 ambulances on scene and 1 supervisor. To bring the walking people out, we had New Britain Transportation with 2 buses and a supervisor. And we had UTVs, all-terrain vehicles, to transport equipment and medical personnel back and forth from Berlin, South Kensington, Meriden, and Newington, all on scene. No, Cromwell, all on scene, not Newington. Altogether, I would have to say we probably have about 40 people in there working the scene right now. The fire is out. DEP Hazmat is on scene, evaluating the environmental hazard that's on there, and we plan on being here for probably the remainder of the day.
When you say 5 people were transported to the hospital?
Transported to the hospital, yes.
Okay, thank you. How about their injuries?
I don't have that exact information. I can tell you that when they went by me at the command post, there was 2 strapped to backboards. But that's all I can tell you. That was a different division that took care of that.
And there was 1 occupant of the truck that was injured and then 4 on the train?
That's correct. There was the driver, from what I understand, it's the driver of the truck. The other individuals, the workers of the truck, fled prior to the train. He was still trying to move that truck off of the tracks and when the accident happened.